everyone. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is having a great day so far. Hopefully everyone's got to enjoy this nice weather. It has been chilly the past few days, but it's actually kind of warm today, so it's quite nice. The last little bit of summer. We're going to move on from summer, though, real quickly, because today I've got Christmas and winter themed things. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to be showing off the new Creative Expressions. Oh, if my camera will flip. There we go. The new Creative Expressions layering embossing folders and stencils. So I'm going to show you the different designs. There are 4 different styles. This first one here, there are 2 layers for the bird stencil. And then there's also an embossing folder that coordinates with it. So you can really highlight the embossed areas. Then this is one of my favorites, is the bells. And then on the bells, you'll get different, 2 different stencils, and you'll also get some different shadowing with the bells here because there are 2 different stencils that layer. Then we have got the background one, just winter foliage. And then this is the one I'm going to show you guys, poinsettia and baubles. This is my favorite one. I actually do have a card sample I want to show you. The camera does not do it justice, unfortunately. I did use the studio light. Please focus. No, and it doesn't want to focus. That's okay. I used the studio light gel pens. These ones here in the pack. So it comes with the gold, white, and the silver. So I used the silver and the gold on these embossed areas. There, it's focusing now. You can see the silver, the gold. And then I also used the gold for the string. And then on the poinsettias, I used a little bit of white to kind of make it pop in the middle a bit more. There we go. Now it'll focus. All right, so there's different ways you can use these embossing folders and stencils. You can do the stencils just as is without the embossing, and then you can also do it with just the embossing and not the stencils, or with both. So I'm going to show you, I think, what it looks like without the stencils, because I haven't done it yet and I've been wanting to do it. And then I'll just show you how easy it is to use the stencils as well. So I think first we'll just go right over it and pick up the embossed elements. I've already pre-embossed this. And I'm going to use my favorite red ink. This is the Festive Berries from Distressed Oxide. Hopefully we have it in stock. If we don't, we will be getting more if it'll focus. Nope. Hi, Maddie. Happy Friday. So I'm going to just grab this, and this is, I believe, a Nelly brush. It's a really nice big one, and it is a brush. I love this one for backgrounds because when I'm doing backgrounds, the bigger the brush, the easier it is to get a more seamless background with no brush strokes. So this is my preferred background brush. So I'm just going to pick up some ink. And then I always take a bit off. I think I need to re-ink this actually, because that's not that much ink. I have not re-inked these in, I think, 2 years. Yeah, we do have re-inkers. I'll have to do that after today. But anyway, I always take some off so that way when I go on my page, it's not harsh. And then I'll also start on the outside. And then you can see it's starting to pick up on areas here. So what I could do is go light-handed so that way it's just picking up on the embossed areas and not the background. Or I could add more pressure, and I'll do that after so you guys can see the difference, and then it'll get inside of the groove. So I'm just going to keep going like this. I probably should have grabbed a smaller brush too for these areas, but that's okay. A smaller brush would be preferred for areas that have more open space, like down here. There's more open space than there is up here. So I'm just going to try and be a little bit careful. into the stars. All right, I need to add a bit more up here. I'm missing some. All right, so this is how it looks so far without the stencil. So you can see, you can get that image still really nicely. I'll bring it up even closer for you to see it. This camera has not been focusing for me lately. I think it's time to get a new one. There we go. So you can see the more 3D'd elements that pop up higher are definitely getting a bit darker. But then you've got that nice subtle leaves in the background with less color. So really makes things pop more than others. And then same with on the ornaments. If it'll focus, I'm like, please, please focus. Okay, you get the idea. So that is with just not pressing, just going over top of the embossed area. Now I think I might add a bit more pressure so that way I can get more colored in. I want the background a bit colored. So I'm going to add more pressure, and this is going to add red to all of the white basically. But this will also make those leaves and embossed areas pop more. So I'm just going in quite heavy-handed with my pressure. Again, this is the Festive Berries Distressed Oxide. It's like my favorite red for Christmas. And I'm just going to keep applying more pressure. Might as well do down here a bit. Then I don't think I put a paper trimmer in here. No, I didn't. I need to remember to do that. I talked about that last week and I forgot. So this is with more pressure. Obviously, it would look better if you cut off the sides and you didn't see the white or the red here. But it is stunning with or without the stencils. So that is without the stencils. But it is just absolutely stunning. I love the way this turned out, especially with this color of red. Beautiful. Now I'll also show you the layering stencils. So I have another one here. It's the same design. I'm not going to finish it or anything. I'm just going to show you how easy it is. Using these, I prefer to emboss first, then stencil after, because you've got so many 3D elements, 3D and then 2D elements. I should be showing this instead so you can see it. It picks up, I find, differently. It's a little bit nicer. You can see more of that embossed element when you stencil after the embossing. However, you can stencil first, then run it through your embossing machine, and then stencil again to add that extra oomph to those 3D elements. But for these, I prefer to do the stenciling after I emboss. So I think I might just do the flowers. And I'm going to use the Studio Light low tack tape. If you have not been here before, this is my absolute favorite low tack tape. Never tears my paper. The only thing I have to be careful with is it in the embossing machine. If I run it through an embossing folder, I sometimes do get it to tear, but that's kind of to be expected. And then I think I might, since this paper is smaller than the stencil, just tape the back a bit too. All right, now for the stencil, I prefer to use a smaller brush. I'm going to use this size or this size. I think I'm going to use this size here, and I'm going to grab that Festive Berries again. And then I always like to mix my colors as well. Not the campfire. I think I might do the Fired Brick, which is a little bit of a darker red, and that'll add some more dimension and highlights. So I'm going to start with just the Festive Berries. And then carefully blend the outside and then go darker as you go in. Usually I would grab a piece of tape as well to mask off any areas I don't want colored. So if I didn't want those stars colored that I just did, I would just grab a piece of tape and mask off the area, and then I just remove it and mask off other areas as I go along. But starting on the outside, then I'll go in and then I'm going to pick up the other one, the outside, and then my last poinsettia here. Sometimes I forget if I'm actually on camera or if I'm going off the page, so I think that's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some of that darker red, mix it in on my mat with the festive berries, and then focus just on the outer edge with that. And that'll help add some dimension. I find mixing in different colors also bring things to life a little bit more. I always mix my colors whenever I'm stenciling. And just keep going. All right, I feel like that's good. You get the point with the stencil. I only did the poinsettias. You can see what it looks like. And then what I did after that was I grabbed a white gel pen and I just always do a little bit off the page first because I kind of got to get it activated. That's good. And then just where those bumps are, I'll just go over top lightly. Don't want it too prominent, too white. I just want it a subtle, lighter color, subtle white. And over top of those bumps, I'll just add a little dot to the top. You could also add like fake snow with this. I actually want to go down the lines with this and see what that looks like because I didn't do that on my other one. I'm curious if it looks good. So I'm just using my, what is this called? Gel pen in the white and going through those embossed areas. I'm just going to see. Okay, so it does definitely bring that to life a little bit more. I was a little bit wonky, but I probably honestly prefer it without, to be honest. I did add it though, as you can see in the centers there. And then again on the ornaments, I added the gel pen. All right, and I'll show you this one again. It turned out really nice. I love both the effects that these can give with or without the stencil, but the embossing folders are amazing. I love them. They came out last year. I think they had 2 releases of like flower ones. And oh my gosh, they were stunning. They sold out. So yeah, these are really nice. You guys have probably seen me do the flower one earlier this year. But yeah, those are new. I hope you guys maybe saw something new. Maybe you learned something new. If not, hopefully you had fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a good weekend to everyone. I will see you guys next Friday. It'll probably be Hunky Dory because I think, oh yeah, we just had 4 skids of Hunky Dory shop. So we got a lot of Hunky Dory. There's some really cute Halloween on there. So I think next week I'm going to do a Hunky Dory Halloween card. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.